So if you've been on the internet, you might have heard of a little thing called the Snyder Cut. Excitement is high to finally see Zack Snyder's original vision for the Justice League movie, and it seems like he is not messing around, with him changing a number of original scenes and bringing in many new characters. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and their various compatriots will all be returning alongside a bunch of other added faces, such as Darkseid, Vulko, Cyborg's mom, Iris West, and of course, Jared Leto's Joker. But even though there are seemingly hundreds of characters already, Snyder has teased a cameo that will blow fans' minds. But who could it be exactly?
Okay, we're not ready for...
Let's start with one of the more exciting entries, shall we? As soon as Snyder alluded that there was a major cameo to appear, Green Lantern quickly came to fans' minds, with the character trending on Twitter. Despite being a major DC figure, Green Lantern, at least in the form of Hal Jordan, has yet to appear in the DCEU, with his last appearance on the big screen being in the, shall we say, divisive 2011 Green Lantern movie. In the Justice League theatrical cut, we do see a Green Lantern in the form of Yellow Gur, briefly taken out by Steppenwolf, and it has been suggested that Yellow Gur will have a more prominent role in the Snyder Cut. But with his ring flying away to find a new host, could there also be a human Green Lantern in the form of Hal Jordan in the Snyder Cut? Potentially so, although Ryan Reynolds was quick to quash any rumors that he would be reprising his role as Hal, stating that the Green Lantern costume would be remaining in the closet, or as he puts it, the computer. Yeah, if I were him, I'd probably just stick to Deadpool. Anyway, this suggests then that a new actor would be playing the part, if a new Green Lantern were to appear, with John David Washington and Bradley Cooper both being linked with the role. After seeing Tenet, I think the world could do with some more John David, but that might just be me, so let us know what you think. One cameo appearance that has basically been confirmed and potentially could be the one that Snyder was referencing, although not necessarily, is the involvement of DC cult hero Martian Manhunter. The shape-shifting Martian John Johns was supposed to actually appear in Snyder's original vision in the meeting scene between Lois Lane and Martha Kent, with the plan to have Martha reveal herself or himself to actually be Martian Manhunter, before transforming into General Swanwick, played by actor Harry Lennox. It would appear that this plan will actually come to life, with Lennox all but confirming this on social media, stating that he had been in contact with Zack Snyder over some reshoots. Therefore, it is highly likely that this is the cameo Snyder was referring to, and I mean, definitely will go down well with a majority of the DC fanbase. However, there are some stubborn fans, myself included, who still think that there is more to this surprise cameo than meets the eye, and that this could actually be a smokescreen to hide a real major cameo. One such cameo could even be the man himself, Batman. Now, I know what you're thinking. Batman is already in the movie. That's not a cameo, and that's not a surprise. What are you talking about, you nincompoop, or something ruder and actually from the century. But what if it were a different Batman? Michael Keaton broke the internet worse than Kim Kardashian after it was revealed that he would be reprising the role of Bats in the upcoming Flash movie, which will likely follow a similar storyline to the Flashpoint run. Keaton will also be sharing the screen with fellow Batman Ben Affleck in that movie, so what's to say that he won't be the same in the Snyder Cut? Snyder's version may have enough to do already, but the director seemed to have the future and vision of the DCEU in mind when first working on the Justice League, and he may seek to do the same here and set the groundwork for the movies to follow. Speaking of setting the groundwork for the future of the DCEU, could an appearance from none other than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson be in the cards? The actor is preparing himself for the upcoming Black Adam movie, and although he is a pretty busy man, perhaps he could have snuck in a quick cameo in the Justice League. Although there is no real evidence to support this, it's a pretty nice theory, isn't it? Besides, Snyder may secretly have plans for the DCEU in the future that might also involve Johnson's Black Adam. Plus, when Snyder was originally working on the Justice League, Dwayne Johnson was attached to the role but not confirmed, so he may seek to utilize the character in the Snyder Cut. And let's face it, you can't really get much bigger than The Rock when it comes to cameos. Seeing as Jared Leto's Joker is making an appearance in the movie in admittedly strangely religious form, there is a possibility that his beloved, now emancipated sidekick Harley Quinn might also show up in the movie. Before the theatrical cut was released in 2017, Harley Quinn was heavily linked to make an appearance in the film, and although that obviously hasn't come to pass, speculation still hasn't gone away for the Snyder Cut. Like Black Adam, why she would make an appearance is unclear, but with her being one of the most popular characters in the DCEU, it wouldn't be surprising if she showed up as one of Batman's makeshift team members of Earth's Defenders. One appearance that would likely blow the audience away would be that of Batman's trusted, now emancipated by death, sidekick, Robin. As we all know, at some point in the past, Jared Leto's Joker killed Robin, with Snyder revealing that the Robin in question was actually Dick Grayson and not Jason Todd, like many people assumed. Snyder has said for a long time that he would like to tell that story, although he alluded that it will likely be in comic book form. But with Leto making an appearance in the movie, perhaps we will see the moment Joker kills Robin in a flashback. It has even been rumored that Zack Snyder's own son has been cast to play Dick Grayson in the Snyder Cut, so maybe we will finally see Robin in the DCEU, even if it is just for a fleeting moment. Or maybe we will see a number of Robins because we live in a society of them. Who knows? For the Snyder Cut, we will be seeing the return of Steppenwolf as the movie's big bad, but because Joss Whedon rewrote and reworked Snyder's initial design that appeared in a deleted scene for BVS, we will basically be seeing a whole new version of the character. In the deleted scene, Steppenwolf was communicating with none other than Lex Luthor, who invited the alien to come to a vulnerable Earth after the fall of Superman. Now, Luthor did appear in a post-credits scene in the Justice League after escaping Arkham, where he met with Deathstroke and hinted at the formation of the Injustice League. But could he make a more prominent appearance in the Snyder Cut? Snyder obviously envisioned Luthor having a hand in Steppenwolf's invasion, so it stands to reason that Luthor could have a more active role in the Snyder Cut, and although it wouldn't be mind-blowing, it would be interesting to see more of Jesse Eisenberg as the character. But also, having more Luthor brings me onto my next point. Like Martian Manhunter, this next one is basically confirmed, with Joe Manganiello potentially getting the chance to play Deathstroke for more than 30 seconds. It is well known that the initial plan for Deathstroke was to have him as a major antagonist for the Ben Affleck Batman movie, with him being set the task of hunting Batman by Luthor. But this movie was put on ice, and the character was seemingly left in limbo. But it has been reported that Joe Manganiello has shot additional footage for the Snyder Cut, with strong hints that he will actually be taking part in the nightmare scenes where he might finally go toe-to-toe with the Caped Crusader. Exciting news for sure, although admittedly I'm still kind of bummed that the Deathstroke versus Batfleck movie has yet to come to life. But with Snyder taking the reins again, maybe the Batfleck movie will be reborn like Superman. Who knows? We still don't know for sure who this cameo could be, and Snyder could be overhyping it, but who would you want to see make a cameo? I think I'll literally explode if Michael Keaton's Batman shows up at the end. I really would. Like kabang!